Welcome to Citizen, a game of strategy and chance. Our group has set out to design a game that will engage and educate young people about active citizenship. We want to emphasise the factors that will contribute to the lawful and unlawful active participation under a somewhat corrupt system of government.
The aim of the game is to gain as many participation points as you can before the game ends. Points are then added up, and whoever has the most participation points right at the end wins the game.
It's not about finishing first, but rather collecting as many points as you can.
After playing this game, we hope for players to play the game again and again. The strategy behind the game and the best way of competing will only be revealed with experience. We hope for players to gain insight into the lawful and unlawful means of participation and the corrupt system of government. Citizen depicts the Australian government and justice system in a very loose way. During our studies over the semester, we realised the uncertain nature of the societal systems in the face of so many individual cases, with so many contributing factors. Eventually, we came to the realisation that having a general interest and willingness to participate within society will ultimately overcome these obstacles. The game Citizen involves 4 players at one time. Each player is a citizen of the town Zen. The aim of this game is to collect as many points as possible before the game ends. It is a race to become the best citizen. To begin the game, each player must roll the dice and move accordingly. Throughout the game, you will land on one of the 3 symbols seen on the board several times. Once you land on a square with the symbol as seen in the image, you must pick up the card with the same symbol. Each card has a scenario on it. All of the cards have been designed to show players that active citizenship must challenge the law for progression to be seen within a social institution. Depending on the scenario, citizens may be rewarded or deducted points or have the opportunity to appeal against the situation. When citizens are awarded or deducted points, this is recorded on the points list. The players have the option to appeal a situation unless directed otherwise. If the player does not appeal 3 times in a row, they are sent to jail. To get out of jail, the player must roll a 6. Appealing for their punishment is a reflection of the citizen challenging the Constitution, by which they will be rewarded with points or moving spaces. We want players to know that actively participating in democracy involves standing up for their own rights. Players may also come across the 2 paths. The first path will continue through to the top of the hill. The second path is a dead end. Players can choose this path if they land on the crossroad. If so, they can pick a question mark card. These cards offer points of up to 1 million and the opportunity to move spaces forward and backwards. Choosing the dead end path requires the player to gamble their position in the game. Once they draw a card, they can no longer participate further in the game, and whatever points they do collect on the way, that is their final point score. One of the many squares you'll land on is the political square. An example of a political card is, you painted a piece that mocked one of the societal party ideologies. The leader was offended and took you to court. The court concluded with 500 hours of community service for insulting a member of the government. The second symbol is the social symbol. An example of the social card is, you are a travelling photographer and you recently went travelling across developing countries. The photos you took were featured on the front page of your local newspaper. It became a trending topic on Facebook and Twitter. On this card, you cannot appeal because there is nothing to appeal against. However, you do collect 550 points for your participation. And the third symbol is the cultural symbol. An example of the cultural card is, you posted a photo of rabbits locked up in a cage and physically abused after being tested by a cosmetic company. For this card, you gain 400 points for participation. The last card is the appeal card, which is drawn in response to picking up one of the symbol cards. An example of the appeal card is, you are found not guilty before the court. Remain on this square before recommencing the game next round. Thank you for watching the video, and we hope you enjoy playing Citizen.